show where information meets music, meets music, meets music.
You in Hall, you're not easy at all.
I can count the time I almost say what's on my mind, but I didn't. No, I didn't. And just the other day, I wrote down all the things I'll say, but I couldn't. No, I couldn't. Baby, I know that you've been wondering. Oh, so here goes nothing. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. And I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know. Tonight, that second glass of wine, that did it. That did it. There was something about the kiss, girl, it did me in. It got me thinking. Oh, it got me thinking. All the things that I've been feeling. Time you hear them. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. And I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know, crazy about you. I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. Had my heart a long time. You had my heart a long, long time ago. Had my heart a long time. I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know, you got all of me. I belong to you. Yeah, you're my everything. In case you didn't know, I'm crazy about you. I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. Had my heart a long time. You had my heart a long, long time ago. Had my heart a long time. Case you didn't know, case you didn't know, case you didn't know, yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, you are locked in to the Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music. All right. It is tonight. All right. Yep. So good evening, everyone. Welcome. Shout out DJ Reds. Big up yourself. Twist TV. Good to see you. Welcome to a great edition of the Wayne Hall Show every Wednesday. Let me make sure that all my platforms are hearing me loud and clear. You choose radio, come. Here we come. All right. So that was Anthony Malvo from his newest album, Matured. And by the way, Matured is just mashing up the place. All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, just doing some housekeeping. So bear with me. But I want to welcome you all, everyone, everywhere, to the Wayne Hall Show this evening. I have to shout out all my audience. All right. Before I play the next song, I gotta play Welcome Jamrock. So I gotta shout out all my audience, and you're on Linkage Radio, 101.7, 104.5 FM in New York. All right. I gotta shout out HypeFM, the Right FM, Frankie Lex and the crew. Yeah. South Florida, what's up? Yeah, man. Clark TV Network. Big up Chester Clark, the crew, and your audience. Always a pleasure. Yes. Viscosity Blend, Rupee Tea, the blender, your audience, good night. Island Worldwide, the power of music, the Sutherlands, and your audience, good night. I got to shout out Reggae Vibes Radio, yeah man, Gucci, Nitty DJ Marlon, and the Reggae Vibes family, big up on yourself, all right? Yard Flow TV, easy. Energy Radio 1, Mr. Fenton Troy and the gang, and your awesome audience, everyone. YouChooseRadiocom.com, DJ VJ Smiles, yeah man. And yes, Ras Dougal and the crew, bless up, I know you're locked in. You got to shout out Fresh FM Radio, Rudy Page and the crew, got to shout them out. Gaga Complex, welcome. _Complex, big up. Shout out to those who are watching on Mixcloud, welcome. If you're on Restream, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook Live, theWayneHallShow.com, welcome to this edition of The Wayne Hall Show. Right now, we're going to play a song that we've been featuring the last couple of weeks. It's brand new from King Malachi. It's called Ballin' in the
Be
Street.
still.
Be still, he says.
I see they cooking up lies to hide the truth and balling in the streets now. Vampire hunting the souls of the weak. Yes, balling in the streets now. But I know the earth belongs to the me. Please run away from the council of the heathens. They're here to bring darkness to your soul. I know this world must be replenished. Yes, and in the end, Yahweh will sit on the throne. So don't you lose yourself now for material gains. Don't sell yourself short for no fortune and fame. Balling in the streets now. Word of vampire hunting the souls of the weak. Whoa.
King Malakia.
But I know the earth belongs to the weak. Calling in the streets now, vampire hunting the souls of the weak. Whoa, calling in the streets now, but I may love you. But now the test of time it shows that they are all working for the undertaker.
The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music. Meets music.
All the book has been opened, yeah, and all the story has been told.
That's right, balling in the street, the sound of King Malakia. King Malakia on the Wayne Hall Show. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to everyone on the check-in. It's good to have you. Yes. And I tell you what, hey, Courtney, we should be good now, my brother. All right? We should be okay. Yes. Now, let me just tell you about the show tonight. The show tonight, we have Anthony Turner at the bottom of the hour after the opening mix. And he's going to be telling us what's the latest and greatest in entertainment world. We heard some stuff today that wasn't so good about Twitch passing. Yes, so it might be on his list. Then later on, we have the Victoria Mutual Building Society, Mr. Beresford Nelson. He's going to be telling us about their, let me see if I can go pull it up. Yeah, their Bank on the Move taking place here in Georgia. And it's the 16th to 18th, next Friday to Sunday, 8:30 to 4 p.m. at the Exchange Park down there in Decatur. So you got to go check that out if you need to settle some banking needs. He'll be my guest at 8:45. And then at 9 p.m., we're going to have PICA is going to be here. Mr. Vassell, representing the Passport Immigration Citizenship Agency of Jamaica, is going to be here. All right. And talking about how you can get some passports at the same address, Recreation Center in Decatur, address from the 16th to the 18th as well. So you can go take care of passport and banking. And then later on tonight, we have the CEO of Affordable Senior Solutions, LLC, Mr. Peter James, joining me to talk about some good decisions you should be making at the end of the year and also at the start of the year. And for future. All right. Welcome, Alicia_Sweetness. Bless up and welcome. Good to see you. All right. And I also want to shout out and welcome some folks on the live. So let me go over here and big up Natalie Sky Voice Lawrence. Welcome, Natalie. Always good to see you. King Tub. Big up. Christine Rendell. I'll catch you early this week. Christine. How are you, CR? Welcome as always. Good morning to you. Blessings every time, like you say. Amanda Fraser, listen, DJ Cutie Cutes, and you catch her every day cranking it up on Saturdays at 8. I hope I got that right. Yes, Amanda Fraser, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, and also I want to shout out Carissa Morris down there in beautiful Alabama. How are you, Carissa? Hi, Mar Shepherd, you shall not want. I am doing well. Gonna shout out the Reverend Dr. Maxine Osborne Foster and Tracy and Clark, all locked in on the live. Good evening again on all platforms. Welcome to the Wayne Hall Show. Brand new music from Imar Shepherd called Free My People, right here.
Free my people, free your people, free your people, freedom from stress and bondage. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Free your people, too long you have been in captive. It's not like we don't know. Babylon them a break code, but one day them a go fall on them sword. Tell them to make the lion get out there. True you say, say them wise. Come and go and let them pure like Christ. Ready to sell you for the highest price. We want my people to
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets
them
music.
intention is to control your life. Free your people. Freedom from stress and bondage. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Oh, free your people. Too long them have been captive. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Freedom, freedom, freedom. It's not like we don't know. Babylon them a break the code. But one day them a go fall on them sword. Tell them to make the lion get out, yeah. So we a say, we down the road. We stay home and make the truth unfold. Fight for rights is what we're born to do. Them gonna feel it without a doubt. Reach our people. Freedom from stress and bondage. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Oh. Free the people. Too long you have them in captive. Oh yes. Free the people. Too long you have them in captive. Oh yes, oh yes.
Want to say a very good evening to Dr. Yvonne Smith. Welcome. Good to see you. How are you? Happy holidays, everybody. You know the music is positive on the Wayne Hall Show. Yes. Got to shout out Dexter Blake, Linkage Radio. Big up yourself, Dexter. DJ Linkage, sorry. Speaking of the holidays, listen, man. I am finding out day by day that the expectations of a commercial Christmas can become very overwhelming. I'm encouraging my people, keep it real. Don't try to do what you cannot do for anyone. I'm telling you right now. Okay? Keep it real. Christmas is one day. All right? Please. And part of freeing the people is freeing our minds. Don't get caught up. You know the Christmas I enjoyed? I grew up knowing that a visitor I hadn't seen in a while, some relative, would just pop up. We didn't have cell phones to call and say we're coming. They just, hey, I'm going by Wayne and I'm going by Brother Hall for Christmas. And they show up with some black cake and some rum sorrel. And you know what? That was it. And if they came early enough, we go Grand Market together and just watch and enjoy. We didn't even need to have money to spend. And then you come to the US and Christmas is so much more commercialized. People are producing gift lists for Christmas and you're trying to meet this list and that list. And come on, let's take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath. Put Christmas into perspective and not be too overwhelmed by it. All right? We don't want to get too overwhelmed by it. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigel Burrell, great engineer, the Beresford Hammond engineer, Grammy-winning engineer, has done it again, this time with Jamari on a brand new single called Strong Melanin. Check it out right here on the Wayne Hall Show.
You know the hardships we went through in the system.
That's right, Donovan Martin. Welcome, my brother. Welcome, Jackie Carr. Good to see you. All right, welcome. Yep, yeah, it's true, Donovan. We have to try not to get overwhelmed by this commercial Christmas. Keep it real.
You know the hardships we went through in the system. Sold, marked and enslaved, we became the biggest victims of abuse and trafficking. Kidnapped from mama fields, box like sardines in tins, you know. We can hardly breathe. We not gonna stand for this. Shackles off for break free. Control and envy for the pigment of our skin, yes. Big up the heroes, them way. Fight for the human rights, yes. Black people strong and ready. Strong melanin. Oh, with it. True powers in your soul and always. God made your parents strong through these days. Strong melanin. Oh, you're blessed with it. True powers in your soul and always. God made your parents strong through these days. Black woman, you've been through so much all your life. From a little baby to a grown old lady. Work for the masters in the fields or in the kitchen. He want come test the waters, but he want some shady business. Young black man in the sun, I pick the cotton sugar cane to walk off here, release the strain from people brain. Now try escape, you are a captive of your race. Them not even care, beat here, take your feet in pairs. But we're stronger in numbers, you know we're sharper than colors. We go to bring back with culture, I like a real man soldier. They think we are joke, one silence we with a rope. Them must think we are goat. Strong melanin. Oh, you're blessed with it. True powers in your soul and always. God made you pure and strong through these days. Strong melanin. Oh, you're blessed with it. True powers in your soul and always. God made you pure and strong through these days. Them no feel the struggles with the face. Them fabricate one soften up with culture like the cotton where we pick for days. Thank you Father God for your ancestors. Your sacrifice not go in vain. But the black people them want fit it. We rise like a phoenix, we well phenomenal. My black people stand up strong like we pigment in the sun. 1834, 1838, 1865. That's where you and I began our lives. We started making our own choices every day for the betterment.
The sound of Jamari right there, and it's called the Strong Melanin. You know, strong black message right there, and good culture music right here on the Wayne Hall Show. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, I made a post just before I came on that I'm gonna have to explain my presidential socks. You know, we had a sock exchange at school, and I gotta shut up my coworker Alicia Lyman because look, ladies and gentlemen, I got a presidential sock. Yeah, pair of socks. Can you believe it? Who's that on it? Let me bring it up to the camera. Who's that on it? Can you see that over there in Instagram land? Yeah. So now, ladies and gentlemen, you know I recently got the Lifetime Presidential Award from the Black I Am Awards, and one of the things I got was a nice pin. All right, let me see if I can find my camera. Yeah, a nice White House pin. So now, let me hold it up for Instagram, yeah? So now, with my pin, if I could just find my camera, there it is. With my pin and my socks, boy, I'm going to really be presidential. Can you imagine? I'm going to have to wear them both, right? My pin and my socks. You see that? Yes. So shout out to Alicia, man. I'm telling you, I'm loving my... Yeah, I had to talk about it this evening, ladies and gentlemen. So thanks for putting up with that. All right. Yes, we need to play one more song. I see a Jackie Carr on the feed, and you know she had a complaint about the show last week. It's not a serious complaint, but she came on to hear a certain song, and I'd already played it. And even though she could have gone back, she said no, she's coming back this week to hear it. Here's the song. Welcome, Violet White. You're just in time for some fireworks courtesy of China Nicole. Let's go.
He put the cape on and his mouth was massive.
That's right.
Just feel it, just feel it. Your heartbeat has its own mind. Doesn't think about the day or time and no.
It's China Nicole. Bad fireworks, let's go. Sing with me. Sing out. Here it is.
It's like fireworks.
Woo, baby,
Your love. It's like fireworks. Fireworks. Baby, your love.
Hey, you're not easy at top.
I see that, Violet. Whether you're cooking in a meeting or just driving and listening, chilling. First Lady Michelle, good evening and welcome. Hello, Michelle. Hey! Malcolm Dale, good morning. That's right. Good evening and welcome to listeners all over the world to the Wayne Hall Show. You'd never believe the listenership in Nokia, Japan. When you pull up the stats, ladies and gentlemen, the places people listen to our platform is amazing. Nokia, Japan, strong love for the Wayne Hall Show. Konnichiwa. Adrigato. Kaumbanwa. Oh, I spoke Japanese. You didn't know it? Hey, that wasn't a sentence, okay? That's just some random Japanese words I strung together. Don't go say I spoke Japanese. Ladies and gentlemen, 31 minutes past the hour 29 before we get to 9. 8:45, Victoria Mutual Building Society will be here to talk about this. Bank on the move. Mr. Beresford Nelson will be here. All right? So make sure you catch that conversation if you want to invest in Jamaica by way of banking, or if you have other needs in that arena that you'd like to discuss. Right now, before Anthony Turner gets here, let me just play a couple ads we have lined up for you.
Could you recommend an 18 to 35-year-old talent for the Global Jamaica Diaspora Youth Council? The Global Jamaica Diaspora Youth Council is a youth-led organisation dedicated to building engagement between diaspora youth and Jamaica. The Global Jamaica Diaspora Youth Council will serve to engage, empower and organise the youth of Jamaican heritage in the diaspora and mobilise them to connect and contribute to Jamaica's development. The voter registration and nomination period ends on the 2nd of January 2023. For more information, go to www.glowjamcouncils.com. That's www.glowjamcouncils.com.
That's right, and I'm holding it right there. Become a nominee of the, go to www.glowjamscouncil.com. That's GLOJAMCOUNCILS.com. It's on the screen. I'm spelling it for my listening audience. Voter registration, all right? And if you're in the UK, it's uk.glowjamcouncils@gmail.com if you want to send some information, okay? All right, we're going to continue with another one right here.
Remember the song used to make you rock away.
Atlanta, can you imagine? It's been 10 years. The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, is celebrating its 10th anniversary. On Saturday, March 25th, 2023, from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Legomia Restaurant and Event Hall. Live performances by Mellow Groove Band and poet Maxine Lyons. Music by DJ Cold Rise. Pre-sold tickets $50, at the door $55, which includes dinner.
Me and my friends
Get tickets now at DwayneHallShow.com. Powered by VIP Socio. Or you can call 917-892-4607 or 678-431-9390. The Wayne Hall Show celebrates its 10th anniversary. Saturday, March 25th, 2023 at Lake Ramire Restaurant and Event Hall. Located at
Celebrate Christmas 2022 in fine style at the Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party, an all-inclusive dinner and dance affair. Saturday, December 17 at the fabulous Grand Palais Banquet Hall, 3540 Club Drive, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30044. Doors open at 8 p.m. Dinner at 10. Live performance from the legendary Lukey D.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
Backed by the SWAT Band, Bugsy Bam Bam, DJ Carlton, and DJ Cold Rice on the ones and twos. Admission $60. Sound by First Love. Catering by Jay's Caribbean Cuisine. Tickets at MikeySparkleOnline.com. Park proceeds to the United Friends of Highgate St. Mary. December 17, Grand Palais Banquet Hall. The Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party 2022. Have a sparkling Christmas. Don't miss it. A Mikey Sparkle production.
Every day is a blessing. Look how God make us healthy and strong. Beat and Steve Knight, sing along, sing along.
Praise Him, praise Him,
Yeah.
praise Him.
Come on, goodie man.
Praise Him, praise Him, praise Him. Praise Him, praise Him, praise Him. Praise Him, praise Him, praise Him.
Closer than a brother, my Jesus is to me.
More than a brother.
He is my dearest friend in everything I need. He is my rock, my shield and hiding place. Closer than a brother, Jesus is to me.
We got good man, we got good man. He make a heaven and a earth and he make you man. We got good, we got good, we got good, 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 good. We got good man, we got good man. So what a good, 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 good God may have. We got good, we got good, we got good, 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 good.
Closer than a brother, my Jesus is to me.
Brand new from Papa Beto.
He is my dearest friend in everything I need. He is my rock, my shield and hiding place. Closer than a brother, Jesus is to me.
We got good man, we got good man.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
He make me see and the land, me got good. He make me empty and strong, me got good. He is a awesome God, me got good. He is a good God. All you have to do is praise His name. He will give you fortune, He will give you fame. Talk about God is a trophy to the brain. A fantasy and Him will lead you down the drain. God, good man, me got good man. He make a heaven and a earth and He make you man. Me got good, me got good.
Recording in
Me
progress.
got good, 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 good. Me got good man, me got good man. So what a good, 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 good God me have. Me got good, me got good, me got good, 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 good.
Praise Him, praise Him, praise Him. Praise Him, praise Him, praise Him. Praise Him, praise Him, praise Him. Praise Him, praise Him, praise Him.
Closer than a brother, my Jesus is to me.
More than a brother.
He is my dearest friend in everything I need. He is my rock, my shield and hiding place. Closer than a brother, Jesus is to me.
Me got good man, me got good man. He make a heaven and a earth and He make you man. Me got good, me got good, me got good, 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 good. Me got good man, me got good man. So what a good, 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 good God me have. Me got good, me got good, me got good, 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 good.
I am blessed and I am favor.
The devil, peace and
Lord have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, the messages you get sometime are, you know, so interesting because someone said, you need to say again what you said earlier. Really? About Christmas? I should say it again? Oh no. You can always go back and replay it. But I'm gonna just echo that we need to just not get overwhelmed with the commercial aspect of it. That's all. Because there's a lot that we don't see when we see folks. There's a lot people be going through. And we shouldn't have too high an expectation this time of year, and we shouldn't put too much of a burden on each other, all right? Let's keep Christmas real. Keep it real. Make some cake, eat, drink some sorrel, have some fun, and family. And forget all this spending and trying to meet the obligations that stress us out, all right? Family, good food, never lose on that, all right? Want to welcome Cindy Placide. Good to see you, Cindy. Big up Alana John and King Tub on the live. Love for the world, my favorite King Tub, if you didn't know. It's a message I love to send. Love for the world, right? Let's go.
In this world that we live.
Welcome, Betty Love.
We're living in the lost days when babies are in bed.
Greetings, Garfield Blake.
We're living in the lost days when earthquake in diverse place. We're living in the lost days when the heart of man is survived. Person more than ever in this world that we live. Person more than ever in this world that we live. We need love, 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 love for the world. We need love.
Welcome, Ricky Eric. Bless up, Ricky.
We need love, 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 love for the world.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
That's why I'm talking about the war down in Iraq. Yes, I'm talking about the war down in Baghdad. There's a war fighting over in Afghanistan. And the thing there we war that lead right over to Libya. And the thing there we war wanna lead right over to the Western world. I know the same baby war wanna lead right on to the Caribbean. So we all have to fight against this war. That's why I'm talking about the war down in Baghdad. Yes, I'm talking about the war down in Iraq.
It's DJ Wayne, your dub master.
In this world that we live, hurting more than ever in this world that we live. We need love, 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 love for the world. We need love, 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 love for boys and girls. We need love, 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 love for the world. We need love, 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 love for boys and girls. He said, Lord, have mercy upon the little one, upon the children, who lost their mothers today. Upon the children, who lost their fathers today. Lord, I want to teach all
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
how to make a better land and keep an healthy hand.
Karma will get you every time. Where you are going to, oh yes. Say living your best life with no regards to others. People around you, everyone is suffering now. Telling me you love life with no respect to others. But your people evade you.
Greetings, massive.
You just abuse and abuse them. It will come knocking on your door. Say, karma, karma.
your mind. Hey, what goes around comes back around, yeah. Say, at judgment time, you have no credibility. Oh no. Don't blame the fire when your body get burned. A long time you did I want you, but you never did learn. Fire, fire so hot.
That's right. Fire, fire so hot. The sound of karma from Errol Moore's latest album, fairly new, released earlier this year. It's called, the album is called A Long Way. This track, Karma, a very popular one, because you know what? Karma is real. Karma does exist. Welcome, singer Irie. Ricky Eric, big up to Ricky Eric. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Type in Ricky, Rickierik. Yes, follow that guy. He's got some cool music. You gotta check out Ricky Eric. I'm overdue for Ricky Eric on the Wayne Hall Show, but it's in the plans. That will be one of our presents in 2023. All right, Ricky. Yeah, lots going on. Oh my gosh, ATL is bust wide open again. So we'll look at some of those things later on. But before we get to all that, it's a big weekend in Atlanta. Later on, we're going to have Mr. Vassell from PICA, Passport Immigration Citizenship Agency. But before we even get to that, right now, ladies and gentlemen, waiting to talk to us from someone who's going to be on the same location is Victoria Mutual Building Society's representative, Mr. Beresford Nelson. And there he is on your screen. I'm going to switch headsets so I can hear him loud and clear and make sure you are hearing him loud and clear. Mr. Nelson, good evening and welcome, sir.
Hey, Wayne, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, my brother. It's
Great.
it's good to have you back.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. And you know, we can't get too much of information that tells us how we can better our life financially and investment wise, anything banking. And that's what Victoria Mutual does. Tell us a little bit about Victoria Mutual Building Society and, you know, what you do with that for them and with them.
Sure. For Victoria Mutual Building Society, you know, when you talk about mortgages, we have been around for over 140 years in Jamaica.
That's a long time.
Oh yeah, yes, man, long time. And we are also here in the US. We have one office in South Florida, in Miramar, to be exact. The address is 2600 South University Drive, Suite 109 in Miramar, Florida, zip code 33025. So we're here in South Florida to help and assist all our account holders and potential account holders who wants to open accounts, who wants to get a mortgage to buy a piece of the rock back home in Jamaica. And like you said, it's a big weekend for us.
Yes. Yes, you're coming to the ATL. You're going to be in my backyard, Barrison. I can't. It's always good to have you guys, though. You know, Victoria Mutual, it's one of our most warmly welcomed guests to the ATL. So do tell what's in store for us this weekend.
All right. So this weekend, Friday to Sunday,
yes,
the 16th of December to the 18th, we will be there in Atlanta, in Georgia, trying to connect with our existing customers and the new customers. So we'll be at the Exchange Park Recreation Center, 2771 Columbia Drive in Decatur.
And we're going to say Decatur here in Atlanta.
Oh,
we prefer to say Decatur.
Decatur, all right.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Wayne, of course. So we're going to be there. So for persons who wish to update existing information, say for example, you have an account with us and you have changed address, your ID has expired, we are going to be available to update all that information for you. In a
Pause, please pause.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
Mhm.
I can testify to that. I stopped by your location in Stone Mountain.
Right.
I gave you my ID, you made copies. And then lo and behold, an emergency came up. I had to go to Jamaica. I went to the bank, everything was up to date. So I got to thank you, Mr. Nelson. It works. So anyone listening to this, don't take it lightly, because when I was giving Mr. Nelson my documents to update my file in Jamaica, I had no clue I would have a funeral emergency and would be down there at a bank so quick. So don't hesitate. Don't delay, ladies and gentlemen. Come on out. Continue, sir.
And that's why we call it Bank on the Move.
All right.
We come to you. You can't come to us, so we come to you.
Good.
I'm coming to you to update your information, or if you'd like to open savings accounts, we will be available to do that. Even for persons who just want to inquire, suppose you have had this account with us for quite a while and you haven't used it like 10, 15 years ago, we can find that account for you. So we will be able to update your information. We'll be able to do new account information if you want to open an account with us, even mortgage pre-qualification. If you want to see the possibility of getting a mortgage, we will be able to assist you with doing all of that. And all of that is going to be this weekend here, Friday to Sunday at the Exchange Park Recreation Center. And we start at 8:30 each morning and end at 4.
Yes. And what I did just now was put the flyer on the screen in its entirety for you, Barry. So while you're talking about it, they're seeing it. So it's actually 2771 Columbia Drive in Decatur, Georgia. And it's the Exchange Park for anyone who's wondering where this is. It's kind of centrally located, as a matter of fact. And for those who are familiar with Vibes Nightclub, it's about a 5-minute drive from Vibes Nightclub, if I remember correctly. So I just wanted to share that, Barry. Continue.
Yes, thank you, Wayne. Now, if you're considering to open an account or update your information, there are some documents you're going to need to come with. An identification, a valid ID that can be either driver's license or a passport or even the national ID. We can use that, the state ID. So that's a valid identification. Then we're going to need one proof of address. Your proof of address can be page 1 of a bank statement or credit card statement with your name on it, or a utility bill with your name and your current address. In addition, we're going to need, if you're employed, we're going to need one of your current pay stub. So that's your one current pay stub, proof of address, the valid identification. We will have all the forms there for you to complete, and we'll assist you in completing them. In addition, once you reside here in the States, then there's going to be need for us to confirm your social security number. So let's come with a document that can assist us in confirming that. Once we have those, we are on the road.
There you go. There
Go
you
ahead
go.
and open the account or update your information. So when you have that emergency like Wayne did, we are able to go, you are able to go down and just sort everything out immediately.
Great, great. Love it, love it. Love it. Uh-huh. So, Barris, you mentioned all the requirements and all that good stuff. In the past, you've been here in the past. What are some of the highlights, some of the success stories? You heard mine just now. What are some of the great feedback you've been getting about Bank on the Move in Georgia?
The major one is we have come to the customers, because sometimes the clients are not able to come to us. They're not able to go to Jamaica, neither to Florida nor New York. So just being there,
Yes.
one stop, convenience, everything.
Good.
all your problems are sorted out, because most times when you go down to Jamaica, you don't have all the documentation. But when we come to you and close to your home, you can just drive back and get your documents, come back, and we're there. So those are some of the major things.
Yes, indeed. It's true. It's true. All right. And I'm going to put the flyer back up again. If you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, we're speaking to Mr. Beresford Nelson of Victoria Mutual Building Society, speaking to us this evening about the Bank on the Move, Georgia. And they're going to be here Friday, December 16 to 18 at the Exchange Park Recreation Center, 2771 Columbia Drive in Decatur. So that's this Saturday. And they'll be here from the 16th through the 18th from 8:30 to 4. So please try and go. You can open an account. You can update an account. You can find a long lost account and get it back current. And above all else, I'm going to tell you honestly right now, if you just want to go talk finance and meet the one and only Mr. Beresford Nelson, if he's going to be here, then you should head on down.
I like that.
The man is a celebrity in the banking business. You got to go meet him and take a picture of it. I got to find mine to post. But Mr. Nelson, anything else before we wrap this up, sir?
Just looking forward to see as many persons coming out as possible. We are going to be there, God's willing, and we are there to assist anybody to make sure their transaction goes through smoothly when they are ready for it.
Yes, indeed. All right. That's what I like to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, Victoria Mutual Building Society, over 140 years. You can't go wrong. All right? So go see Mr. Beres and the team, the 16th to the 18th, Exchange Park, 2771 Recreation, at the Recreation Center, 2771 Columbia Drive in Decatur. Mr. Nelson, I know you're a busy man. We appreciate your time passing through on the Wayne Hall Show this evening to tell us such important information.
Thank you, sir.
And thanks again for helping me update my account in Jamaica so I could go do smooth business on my last trip down to Jamaica.
Anytime.
I was so happy I brought back some of the Jamaican currency with me. And you know where I did it? At the VMBS.
All right.
All right. Varys, you take care, man. Always
Thanks
a
again.
pleasure. Yes, anytime, my brother. Anytime. All right?
Have a great rest of the evening.
You too. Thanks.
Remember the song that used to make you rock away.
Atlanta, can you imagine? It's been 10 years. The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, is celebrating its 10th anniversary. On Saturday, March 25th, 2023, from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Legomia Restaurant and Event Hall. Live performances by Mellow Groove Band and poet Maxine Lyons. Music by DJ Cold Rise. Pre-sold tickets $50, at the door $55, which includes dinner.
Me and my friends
Get tickets now at DwayneHallShow.com. Powered by VIP Socio. Or you can call 917-892-4607 or 678-431-9390. The Wayne Hall Show celebrates its 10th anniversary. Saturday, March 25th, 2023 at Lake Ramir Restaurant and Event Hall, located at 706 Grayson Highway in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Everyone is invited to come out early and enjoy the celebration. It's the Wayne Hall Show's 10th year anniversary.
Could you recommend an 18 to 35-year-old talent for the Global Jamaica Diaspora Youth Council? The Global Jamaica Diaspora Youth Council is a youth-led organisation dedicated to building engagement between diaspora youth and Jamaica. The Global Jamaica Diaspora Youth Council will serve to engage, empower and organise the youth of Jamaican heritage in the diaspora and mobilise them to connect and contribute to Jamaica's development. The voter registration and nomination period ends on the 2nd of January 2023. For more information, go to www.glowjamcouncils.com. That's www.glowjamcouncils.com.
Celebrate Christmas 2022 in fine style at the Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party, an all-inclusive dinner and dance affair. Saturday, December 17 at the fabulous Grand Palais Banquet Hall, 3540 Club Drive, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30044. Doors open at 8 p.m. Dinner at 10. Live performance from the legendary Lukey D.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
Backed by the SWAT Band, Bugsy Bam Bam, DJ Carlton, and DJ Cold Rice on the ones and twos. Admission 60. Sound by First Love. Catering by Jay's Caribbean Cuisine. Tickets at MikeySparkleOnline.com. Park proceeds to the United Friends of Highgate St. Mary. December 17. Grand Palais Banquet Hall. The Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party 2022. Have a sparkling Christmas. Don't miss it. A Mikey Sparkle production.
All right. Once again, I want to say a very good evening and welcome to everyone checking out the Wayne Hall Show, Linkage Radio 101.7, 104.5 FM, HypeFM, The Right FM, Frankie Lakes and the crew, Clark TV Network, ViscosityBlend.com, Island Worldwide, good evening, and big up yourself, Reggae Vibes Radio, Yard Flow TV, Energy Radio 1, You Choose Radio.com, Fresh FM Radio, Mixcloud, hello on Mixcloud, Restream, YouTube, IG, thewayneallshow.com, Facebook Live. Good to have you all. Monica Brooks, welcome Monica Brooks. And also, let's see if we had anybody else join us. Keith Cole, I should say Keith Bunny Whaler Cole. It's an inside joke, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get carried away now. All right. And the folks at Linkage Radio in New York will know what I mean when I say Keith Bunny Whaler Cole. They got me. They got some keen ears, man. You can't slip anything past these listeners. Dexter Blake, DJ Linkage, got them well trained. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the show. It's 9 p.m. Okay? Do you know where your events are? I need to start saying that. It's 9 p.m. on the Wayne Hall Show. Do you know where your events are? Well, guess what? We're going to tell you right now, starting with the one we just talked about. December 16th to 18th. Yes, Bank on the Move right here in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta. Friday to Sunday. And it's at the Exchange Park Recreation Center. And this is at 2771 Columbia Drive, in Decatur, Georgia. We just talked to Mr. Beresford Nelson, who shared great information on that. So let me uncheck that and move up here and start with this one. The Jamaica Asian American Chamber of Commerce they're inviting you to their annual holiday party, and the theme is a Haitian Cremas Showcase. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Now, all my Asian connections, Monica, should be checking out that. And Monica, this is your homework. How do I pronounce Kremas? Is it Cremas? All right, let me know. All right, RSVP at georgiahcci.org/events. And this is on December 15th from 6 to 10 p.m. Where? It's at the Spice House, Cascade, 2247 Cascade Road, Southwest Atlanta. Let me see what else we have on here for you. Also happening this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, is the Access Jamaica Atlanta Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, in collaboration with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade and the Consulate General of Jamaica, Miami, presents the Access Jamaica Atlanta, December 16 to 18, 2022. And it starts each day, 8:30 until 4. Now, it's going to be at Exchange Park Recreation Center, 2771 Columbia Drive, in Decatur, Georgia. All right. Now, if you want more information, you can visit www.pica.gov.jm. You can register there as well. So it's pica.gov.jm. Go online and register. So when you show up, guess what? They'll be expecting you. And if you're watching, you can see the passport fees, the immigration fees, the citizenship fees, and how much it costs to take a photograph. I can tell you the photograph is $30, and the rest is there on the website, pica.gov. Access Jamaica Atlanta, right here, the 16th to the 18th at Exchange Park Recreation Center, 2771 Columbia Drive in Decatur, Georgia. What else we got going on? All right, we talked about Bank on the Move, so that leaves us with the Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party. And this is going down. You heard from him last week right here on the show. This is going down Saturday, December 17th. And guess what? It's going to feature Lukey D from the group Lust. And Lukey D will be backed by the SWAT Band, one of the top bands in town. All right? All taking place at the Grand Palais Banquet Hall, 3540 Club Drive, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30044. Admission is $60. Okay? And you can go for more to MikeySparkleOnline.com. That's MikeySparkleOnline.com. Now, guess what else we have? DJ Carlton coming into town. DJ Carlton just has a way about his style of play that suits these occasions. You got to come check out DJ Carlton. And nonetheless, DJ Cold Rice. Oh, yeah, he serves it up hot. Don't be fooled by his name. DJ Cold Rice will be serving it up hot. And you know what? DJ Bugsy Bam Bam as well. And what do I say? Bugsy in the place, it's a bam bam. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to check out the Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party. Saturday, December 17th, right here in the ATL. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, still hoping that we get our PICA guest, but if not, we got music. And then later on, Mr. Peter James, the CEO of Affordable Senior Solutions, is going to come share some great nuggets on how we can do some business in the insurance world, in life, life insurance, I guess, and other stuff, not just life insurance. Some of us freak out when we hear life insurance, but that's not all he's about. So be sure to join us at 9:15, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk with Mr. Peter James. All right. So once again, good evening, everyone. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. And I'm going to do something to continue from where I left off last week. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who is singing this song? I'm going to see how good your ears are. I'm going to play a song. Tell me, who's singing this song?
To roam the streets, but that's what happens when the rubber dubbing gets sweet. You lock so tight, you don't even know when it's morning. The music's so right, you don't even care about the dawning. How does it feel to have been on the ballroom floor? Or do you feel like you could have run some more? For a strictly proper dub for sure. And the dub and the wax, yeah Lord, yeah now. So you can't till you weary, but you got to stay.
Tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pause for a great cause because our guest is here and we've already gotten into that segment. A lot of time has gone by. So I'm going to go right on over to our guest representing the Passport Immigration Citizenship Association out of Jamaica, Miss Deli Vassell. And she's the Director of Customer Service, yes, at the Passport Immigration and Citizenship Agency. Good evening and welcome to the Wayne Hall Show, Deli.
Hi, Wayne. Afternoon, and thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. Good to have you. Good to see what's happening here on the weekend between the 16th and the 18th. Tell us, who is PICA, what agency, and then we can get into what the weekend means for Atlantans and those in surrounding communities.
Okay. I'll be happy to update my fellow diaspora agent persons. So PICA, Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency. We are the agency mandated by the government of Jamaica to provide passport to our Jamaican citizens, to provide citizenship certificates to persons who need to claim their citizenship, and also we are in charge of the borders for Jamaica. So PICA basically is charged with securing our borders and safeguarding sovereignty. The PICA, we will be in Atlanta, as you just mentioned, Wayne. We'll be here from the 16th to the 18th of December, where persons within the diaspora, persons in and around the surroundings in Atlanta who need to access their Jamaican passport, whether it's a new passport or renewal, or persons who need to claim their citizenship, whether it's citizenship by birth, citizenship by descent or citizenship by marriage, we will be at that location. It's at the
Exchange
it's at
Park.
the Exchange Park. Yes, sorry
Recreation
about that.
Center.
Exchange Park Recreation Center. It is a very well-known area, so we will be there from Friday to Sunday. We will be also providing persons with unconditional landing, and that is for individuals who have already been established as a Jamaican citizen or can be established as a Jamaican citizen, but instead of getting a passport, you can get a stamp in your foreign national passport that tells us you are a Jamaican. So when you come to Jamaica, you are landed and treated as a Jamaican.
Wow.
We also will be providing photograph services. So if you don't have a photograph, instead of going to the quick shop to get one, just come on over to the Exchange Park. We will take the photos for you. Remember, the photos for Jamaica has a different standard from that for America. So you may hear that, okay, yes, it meets the standard, but that's the American standard. Our standard in Jamaica would be different. So we will be offering passport services, both new, renewal, and replacement. We will be doing our citizenship services, or unconditional landing for persons who need it. And we also will be taking photographs. If you do not have we call it notary public or JP, if there's no one available to certify your form, we will also have persons at location to certify forms, no charge.
Awesome.
So
And
it will be
speaking of-
basically a full house service from PICA coming into the diaspora in Atlanta from Friday to Sunday.
Now, thank you so much for all that information, Deli. I do have the flyer up for my viewers, and those a large part of our audience is actually listening on radio, but we do have viewers on social media, and I have the flyer up right now on the screen, and it says, as you mentioned, charge payment by cash or international money order only, right? That's it.
That's correct.
Okay, so we want to make sure that's out there. We don't want someone showing up and going, oh man, I thought I could just give you my debit card to swipe. Is that
No.
considered cash or?
Unfortunately, we do not have that facility, Wayne, to accept
Okay.
card payments.
Mhm.
So persons can either have their international money order prepared, or you can just come with the cash.
That's right. So we can't emphasize that too much because sometimes these little details escape us. But I just want to
That's-
reiterate where it's taking place, Delhi. It's at the Exchange Park Recreation Center, 2771 Columbia Drive, in Decatur, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that's where, if those familiar with the Atlanta Jamaican Association would know that in the vicinity or actual location where they have their meetings. And let's talk about registration, Deli.
All right, so persons can visit our website. It's pica.gov.jm. Once you go to that site, you will see a hover. That's our flyer for the event. You get further information from that, but there's also an option that says continue to site. Once you go on the website, you will look for the Access Jamaica banner. There are two options to register online. One is for persons living in Jamaica. The other is for persons who are coming to the Access Jamaica. So it will specify Access Jamaica. Select that link that says Access Jamaica. It's a very simple form. All it asks for is your name, the email address, and the number of applications that you'll be submitting.
Awesome, awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, the last time we had this Access Jamaica event here in Atlanta, the turnout was great. Lots of satisfied, happy people. Even if they didn't get through on the day, their questions were answered by someone who was really and truly qualified and with real-time information. So I do strongly suggest that you save these dates. It's the 16th to the 18th, and you're going to be there all day. Let me pull up the flyer again so we can see the duration. It's from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So
That's
I
correct.
encourage everyone. Is there anything else? Someone just said from Atlanta on I-20 East, it's exit 67 or Columbia Drive. All right, good. Thank you. Thank you for that bit of information. Shout out to Yvette Taylor Reynolds. All right, let's go back to Delhi. So Delhi, is there anything else we need to add before you go?
Yes, I want to also notify our diaspora that we will be having partners from representatives from the Registrar General Department. They will be providing services for birth certificates, death certificates, any form of registration that you need. They will also be at location. We also will have representatives from the Victoria Mutual, VM Group, and the Jamaica National to facilitate services to the diaspora as well. So while Speaker will be having our full house, we have also taken on some private and public sector bodies who will also be giving services that the Jamaican diaspora can benefit from.
That is awesome indeed to know. So those of us, man, registration office as well. Wow, the Registrar General. Love it, love it, love it. All right.
Yes.
See, that's what we're talking about. Delhi Vassell, Director of Customer Service, PICA, Passport Immigration Citizenship Agency of Jamaica. Are you gonna make the trip, Delhi?
Well, I'm actually at location.
Oh, you're there already? She there already on the scene?
Ready
She's
to go,
here.
ready to go, Wade.
Ready to serve. Ready to serve. I love it, Delhi. Welcome to the ATL. It's a pleasure to have you and your team. Looking forward to seeing you guys on the weekend.
Great. Looking
Thank you.
forward to seeing you as well.
Thank you so much.
Great.
All right. Delhi Vassell, ladies and gentlemen, Customer Service Director of PICA, sharing some important information on this event. The flyer there on your screen. Access Jamaica Atlanta, and so much more to it. All right. Welcome straight vibes. All right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, up next we have Peter James from Affordable Senior Solutions LLC. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff, affordable seniors in an affordable way about our seniors. And you know what? He's got a tagline that you can't resist about a parachute. He's going to tell you. But before we do that, somebody just answered my question. Here we go. I'm going to play the song one more time, and I'm going to tell you the answers I'm getting. Check this out.
The ballroom floor. Or do you feel like you could rock some more?
Got a shout out Terry Ramsaru, Paulette Israel. Welcome.
For sure. And you know my yeah, Lord. Yeah, now. One to me, baby. Oh, Lord. One to me, darling. Hey, no one didn't tell you was to roam the street. Baby, oh, Lord. One to me, darling.
All right. So let me behave myself. Because I'm up to nothing but trouble with this couple minutes here. All right. Let me tell you why I did that. So last week I'm playing this song, Ballroom Floor. And I'm not saying by the artist. And I went to switch. So last week, please turn, yeah. And I went to switch decks. And it wasn't exactly the same song. And so my listeners on Linkage Radio, big up to Linkage Radio, they were calling saying, hey, that don't sound right. But when I tell you, brother, when I tell you, oh, the feedback was awesome. But now I play the song, and somebody says, I'm not going to call the person's name, but somebody just answered and said, that's Bunny Wailer. Ladies and gentlemen, listen one more time. This is not Bunny Wailer.
Hey, no one didn't tell you was to roam the streets, yeah. But that's what happened when the rubber dubbing gets sweet.
It's none other than our own Keith Cole. This version is Keith Cole. Now, if you were hearing this last week and you said it was Bunny, you would have been right. Check it out.
You don't even know when it's morning. The music's so right. You don't even care about the dawning. How does it feel to have been on the wall?
All right, so let me stop before Facebook decides to start interrupt my feed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce my next guest. He's here. He's none other than Parachute Pete. Yes, Parachute Pete is on the Zoom. And every time he comes on, ladies and gentlemen, there's an upgrade in his background. Peter, please unmute because I need to hear you.
Okay, right. Hey guys, how y'all doing?
How are you? We're doing well, man. How about you?
I'm good. You guys can hear me loud and clear?
I am hearing you loud and clear, and I'm pretty sure if my audience is not hearing you, I'm going to hear it loud and clear.
Okay.
So I'm going to say we're hearing you loud and clear. Peter James, the founder, the CEO of Affordable Senior Solutions, a.k.a. Parachute Pete. Peace of mind for your seniors and their loved ones. Ladies and gentlemen, he knows I struggle with that kind of stuff, so he made sure he brought me a teleprompter this evening. Peter, how are you?
I'm good, Wayne. Glad to see you and glad to be on the platform again, the premier platform in Atlanta, the Peter, Wayne Hall Show.
Peter, we do stress honesty on this platform, so you said you're good. You look great.
Yeah, thank
Can't
you.
You just say great?
Hey, I'm great.
Thank you.
Thank
you for your honesty.
I'm great.
All right, Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, behind the scenes, Peter and I have this thing where we have what you call it, wit challenges. We challenge each other in a witty way because he's a Michael graduate. And at first when I met him and heard that, I was very sad for him. But then come to find out he was even more sad for me as a GC Foster graduate. Until we both figured out a happy zone, a happy medium. So now we're both happy for each other, right, Peter?
Right, that's right. We got it.
Yes.
We have it down to a science.
And so Peter is here this evening, and I promised my audience, Peter, we're going to share a lot of information, and then we're going to get back to some music before we get out of here. So, Peter, Affordable Senior Solutions, what is this about?
Okay, this came out of the desire just working with seniors. I was a part-time caregiver to senior men who didn't want women in their spaces. And one of my clients was a priest. He was about 80 years old. No, he was 80 plus. He's now 93. But I started to see myself in these gentlemen that I was working with. Some were retired military, Army, or Marine Corps. And just the way that they had served. And I said to myself, I know one day I'm going to be switching places like them and somebody taking care of me. So out of that birthed a desire to work with seniors. So, but all along I've been an insurance agent working mainly in the senior market. That's how I got involved with working with seniors because I would do, I don't know if some of you heard of Bankers Life, Colonial Penn. I used to work for them years ago. And I kept seeing coming across my desk, final expense. And I said, man, there's something kind of strange. I never knew about the industry before. But it's for folks, final expense is a product that folks who usually when they retire about 65 or they have special circumstances, they try to get it because they can't take from their jobs. When they retire, you cannot transfer usually your insurance at that age. So some of them are left without insurance. So it's out of a desire not to leave a burden for their loved ones that they go ahead and get this product. But because I was working in that market, there was a vast amount of those requests. So I said, let me try to specialize because of my love for seniors in this area and kind of twin it together. So Affordable Senior Solutions was birthed right before the pandemic, and it's what, 2.5, 3 years now.
Yeah.
So I've expanded it in a sense. I'm a broker. What that means is that I can have quality options to offer a client. I'm not a captive agent where you just have one product.
Okay.
I write for a variety of companies, but I don't work for the companies. I work for you, the client.
I like that. The emphasis on you, the client. It's like a one-stop shop, but one-stop shop kind of sounds. Maybe we should say something like a one-stop mall. Everything you can think of is there.
Right.
Peter, great concept. Onto an awesome product and service, I should say. Awesome services. And here we are. It's about 11 days from Christmas, if my math is right. 11 days from the end of the calendar year. And this is a challenging time for many, and it's a good time, Peter, for us to look at what our loved ones, what their state, their status, what's going on, So let's talk a little bit about what the end of the calendar year means. I don't know if Christmas has any role to play in it, but you're the expert. Let's focus a little on the family season and why we should check out what our loved ones think they have.
Okay. Usually, and you'll agree with me, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's a huge time for families to get together.
Yes.
Food is a big motivator, but other from that, it's when kids go to see their parents and vice versa sometimes. And during this time, the records show, based on the statistics, that it's one of the loneliest periods because a lot of people don't have that quality touch, even though they see their families. So it's a season where we lose a lot of people too, because I don't know if it's the cold or just the loneliness coupled with the cold and other things, but a lot of people expire. And I had a personal experience recently. My sister passed away about 3 weeks ago.
My condolences, Peter.
Yeah, thank you. So it's a time for families to really check in. And one of the takeaways, or I got about two, is that when you're with your family during this time, it's to check up on their situation in terms of what they have. They say they have like documents.
Yes.
They will tell you that they have it. But sometimes, unfortunately, you go to look at it and it's expired a couple of years ago. Some of them are running out. So it's good to check it out. Why? Because sometimes it can come back to haunt you. This lady, her mom told her for years, don't worry about it, I have a policy. Now, mom got the policy 30 years ago when things were different. Guess how much the policy was?
I refuse to even try.
$3,000.
Oh.
So daughter had to come out of pocket by about $7,000, $8,000 to
yes.
But mom told her she had insurance, and she did, but it wasn't enough.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is that during this time when you're with your family, even though it might be a topic that you probably kind of want to steer away from, but it's good to inspect what you expect. Because if it's not there when you need it and you think it's there, that's a conundrum there. Because right away you're trying to figure, oh my gosh, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, never did.
Is that where the parachute concept come in?
Well, that's part of it. I was thinking that in Florida because I work in about 12 states. And in Florida, they said, man, my tagline, which you're going to hear in a little while, they said, man, that's a parachute guy. So they call me Parachute Pete.
Okay.
So I kind of adopted that because it's easy to remember. And what's the purpose of it? A parachute is a device that helps to provide a soft landing to take, or a cushion, so you don't fall too hard. And that's what Parachute Pete does. He creates and eliminates some of the problems and the stresses that comes when someone passes away, that you have final expense life insurance in place to provide that floating. Just imagine you're floating down and you don't have to worry about the anxieties that come. You don't have to do any yard sales, no fish fry, no passing on the hat, no GoFundMe for funerals. Parachute Pete, that's what he does, basically. Eliminates some of that stress and the worry. So during this time, Dwayne, to go back to your question, it's good to check your family to make sure they have enough, that they have it when they say they do and it's not expired. Because I had some cases where folks went to look for the policy. They call me because my name is on it. And I have the sad news to share with them that the policy is no longer in place. Not because I terminated it, but because mom had lapsed it or didn't realize that it was out of function and didn't have it in place, even though she thought she had it. So during this
Yes.
time, it's good to not just check on your family and have that enjoy that meal, but to also check it out, because sometimes, Wayne, guess who it comes back to haunt?
You, the rep. Yeah. But there's so much that you can do. And Peter, sometimes we can't be too careful because let me tell you something, man. I whenever we travel, I always make sure documents are in a certain spot. And there's people in places, if I never land, there's somebody who knows where to go and how to get to it to access all the paperwork that concerns my passing. Everything that chain reaction that happens after, there's somebody who knows about that. And when I tell you, we were going to Hawaii earlier this year, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to be in the air for 11 hours and not make sure my paperwork is good. And man, I started going through some stuff that what happened. And this is something I'm going to share with you that we need to have some way of following up, Parachute Pete. I got stuff sent to me that I needed to download, sign, and send back. I thought I was getting completed stuff because I went through all these things. But luckily I caught it, got with my agent, got the stuff filled out, notarized before I got on the plane. That can happen to anyone because you're thinking it's a lot of paperwork in these things. So that's a lot of work for you, but I think we all ought to be mindful, of how much it does take, especially for our elders to keep up with these things.
Right. And that's where the children come in. When you go visit mom and dad and grandma and grandpa, they're expecting, you're their eyes for the moment.
Yeah.
So just take yourself out of the picture and say, man, I'm going to make sure that they have what they say they have, because they will think, and sometimes the memory goes, even with us.
Oh, yeah.
So just imagine them needing that help, somebody to go through their stuff. Grandma, did you say you have it in this drawer, this locker? Let's find it and put it together. And it's kind of interesting. Personal story. About 12 years ago, I experienced a heart attack.
Oh.
And
survivor. Yay.
Yeah, I'm a survivor. So I don't need any more warning signs. And it's so unfortunate that people are waiting for an event to make a decision. I've never not had insurance, but what I did after, I made sure I ramp up and put some things in place, as you said, Wayne, because it's best to have it and not need it, than to need it and not have it.
Right.
So with that experience, I talk to my wife periodically. We all have insurance, but I say, hey, here's where this is, and here's where this is, and this is the phone number, and I make sure I have a little black book I give her with all my passwords to different stuff to get inside stuff. But you can't have too much preparation, especially during these times when people are leaving without even thinking. And don't get me wrong, I talk to people, and one of the myths is, man, don't even talk to me about that because I'm not ready. And I'm like, you're not ready. You're ready for what? Because every day you step out of your home and you jump in the car.
You don't have to step out, Peter.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
You
could be going down the stairs.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
We don't need to step out anywhere. Being ready for what? I didn't know we planned that part of our life. We can plan for it, but we surely can't plan it unless it's called suicide.
I tell you, So when you think of me, think of just in case. If there was a name for an insurance agent like myself, it would be Justin, JUSTINCASE. Hey, listening, just in case,
Just in case.
Yeah, you have it on your car. Come on, your car is insured because you got to have it.
Yeah.
Right. Your cell phone is insured. Your home is insured. But the provider, the person who does all the work to get those things in place, come on, don't tell me that you don't want to get insurance for yourself. Why not?
So Peter, we can insure. We can't drive a car if it's not insured. We can go to jail. Why can't we make it a law that if you don't have life insurance?
Yeah, that would be too easy, man, because we'd have folks like you selling insurance way. We don't want that. I'm joking. But
you know what? I'd rather sell it. And we have some, the sad reality about it too. And I'm going to say this, Peter, and you clear me up if it's a myth, but I believe one of the easiest way to transfer generational wealth is through a life insurance policy. It might be challenging for you to have it, but God forbid something happened to you and you had a policy where by the time they laid you to rest, took care of everything, they had enough to go pay off their house and drive a car and pay off the cars and everything. You just transferred generational wealth that is going to make your family do better. And you would have set an example with insurance that they might be happy to pass on for generations. So, man, I just think that's
You're correct, Wayne.
That's
I
a
mean,
plus to getting this kind of
the
stuff.
easiest way for the average person like you and I to tap into an industry that continually is churning out. Because put it this way, we're all going to pass. Now,
Yeah.
if you put something in place, say you live next door, the person next door has it, and your family doesn't have it, and you see them after somebody passes away, they're able to, as you say, send their children to college, they're can afford to get a home, or even get themselves a car or something just to enhance their life, or have some money put aside.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. And you don't have any. I mean, how would that make you feel? You look back and say, man, I coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, we got to look at it in that seriously.
Okay. Any more myths we need to clear up, Peter? You're the expert. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the founder, CEO of Affordable Senior Solutions, Mr. Peter James, aka Parachute Pete, your first choice for final expense planning, peace of mind for your seniors and their loved ones. Now, he's sharing with us some of the myths about why final expense is critical. And I know I'm chatting a lot, but this is so true to life, and it's something I really believe in and support. They'll be tired to see you on air because I feel like it's one of the best piece of information I can share with my audience. So continue. Any more myths?
Thanks, Wayne. I mean, the one that I want to hit tonight is that I don't need it right now, and let me get back with you later. And here's the other side of it. There's a gentleman, and I know his wife is not listening, so I can tell the story, but I'm not going to call him names. Somebody that I call a friend. And sometimes it's more difficult to deal with people that you know, because the fallout is greater. And I'll say to them, okay, here's somebody you can work with, because I've been working with you for a year and you don't want to move. This gentleman had a policy for about $6,000, and his wife told him that that's not going to cut it. So he was to up it. So we were talking for probably about 9 months. And every time that we come close to making a decision, he said, man, let me check my money. I'll get back with you. I got a call from his wife about a month ago. He went to Virginia, lives in Georgia, and somehow, I don't know what happened, but he fell and broke his neck.
Ooh.
So he was transported back to Atlanta, and he's, I think, Grady right now. But she called me up and she said, Peter, I want to up his insurance. And I'm like, do you have a power of attorney? And she says, no. And she said, can I get, I said, put yourself in a position. If you're an insurance company and someone was handicapped to the point where they couldn't speak, they couldn't verbalize, they couldn't tell you what they want, and they were in a bed and they couldn't move, would you sell them a policy in order to make a payout? And she said, I said, unfortunately, I can't do that because no company is going to take him. You understand? So some people say, oh, I'll wait till later, but we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I had another situation where this person had a stroke, went to the hospital, was in bed. His lady called and said, can I get a policy for him now? And I said, it's too late. Because what you need is like Plumber Funeral Home then, basically. You need a funeral home at that stage. And I can refer you. I can refer
Plumber,
you.
you got a plug, man.
I can refer you because I work with Plumber quite well. We refer, talk to each other, just like I talk to you, Wayne. And Wayne has a book called I'm Dead, No What?
I'm Dead, No What?
No What, okay. So, guys, the information that I'm sharing, just like night follow day, it's going to happen. It's not, I'm not sure I'm going to cheat this. None of us get out of this alive.
No.
So the question is,
I love that.
Would you rather leave a burden for your loved ones, or would you rather leave a legacy? We're in the legacy building business. Affordable Senior Solutions is here to assist you. And I work with people from all stratas, different nationalities, different states, and I try to help people to recognize the need, because guess what, Wayne? We don't need it. It's not for us. We're gone. It's how do you want to leave your family in a lurch, or you want to leave them a parachute?
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, he couldn't have said that any better. And those examples you gave, if that doesn't reach home to my folks, I'm encouraging you, ladies and gentlemen, please, please, please check into your loved ones, the older ones, to see what they've got. And, I can testify to a parent that had a little bit of plan, in his life. My mom didn't work, but my dad took care of things. And I can assure you, when he went on, we were in a good place. And I said that I swore from that experience that I will always leave my kids in a. They probably. I often joke with my family, and you guys realize I'm probably more valuable to you dead right now, and they'll go, "Daddy, don't say that." But I tell you, and I said that's one thing I was gonna do. I was gonna make sure, no matter what age it happened, I'm ready right now, Peter.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready right now. I've done everything in place, including what they should do with the body if they find it, if they have it, and what. So now, talk to me before I take this over and try to make it about me,
Right.
about how we can give the ultimate holiday gift in this regard, based on what you offer. If I were to say, Peter, I would like your services for someone I know, how can it be? How can I make this a gift? How can I gift someone some final expense, or however your language you choose to present it?
Christmas is a time of giving.
Yes.
And the greatest gift that we got was when Christ died for us. So that's why we have Christmas, and we call it, right? So
Yeah.
it was a gift. No, at Christmas time, we give gifts to each other. And, unfortunately, sometimes we don't recognize the importance of the priorities. No, you don't give a child probably something that's going to cause them harm. You give them something that's going to be beneficial, maybe a book or something. But the culture tells you that it's going to be just temporary. The best gift that you can give someone this holiday season is an insurance plan. And if they're older, it's going to be a final expense plan that will cover either their cremation or burial. So sometimes you might have a parent or an aunt or uncle that sold into your life when you were younger. And now they're older, but they don't have the resources to put together. Instead of giving them, it's not that you can't give them something, you can provide food and meal, but the best gift from my perspective that you can give somebody is the peace of mind and knowing that when they pass away, their loved ones, which is your family or yourself, don't have the burden of having to do the heavy lifting, because it's going to cost you more later on than it's going to cost you now. So
Right.
best gift, get them a policy just to help them out, because they probably helped you out when you were younger, and now you're giving back to them.
I love that. So a gift of final expense for Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, consider it. Consider it. And Peter, please tell us again where we can find your website, emails, phone numbers, etc.
Okay, I need to grab a pen. This is my teacher part coming out from the Michael. I need to grab a pen. Write this down. Please write this down. 678-973-5234. Again, 678-973-5234. It's Affordable Senior Solutions, just as it's spelled. And then you add an LLC on the end. Affordable Senior Solutions, LLC.com. That's my website. And my email address is peter@affordableseniorsolutionsllc.com. So you got the same thread, the same website, just peter@affordableseniorsolutionsllc.com. I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram is Affordable SS, if you need to get there. And of course, you can call Wayne Hall. He'll give you the information.
Yes, I'll be glad to refer Peter. It's good. It's good. It's good stuff. And
Sure.
I see the little man hanging by the parachute in the flyer there in the background. So what's that saying about the parachute?
My tagline, I'm glad you asked. My tagline is final expense is like a parachute. If you don't have it when you need it, you don't need it anymore.
Peter, I can't ever remember it.
Final
It's like a
expense.
parachute. If you don't have it
when you need it,
when you need it,
you
you
don't
won't
need
need it anymore.
Peter James, your healthy choice for final expense planning.
All right, give a gift. Ladies and gentlemen, you know somebody's older. You know what? Nowadays, you can take out a policy on someone as well. It could be a relative that just can't afford to do it, you know, and you can go ahead and take care of a policy on their behalf. And if the worst happens, guess what? You can help them much better than you did and probably help their siblings and other relatives too in the process, if you're so kind. But Peter, a lot to think about here. Really a lot to think about here in terms of final expense. And one of the often overlooked things, because you know what? Dead man tell no tales and dead man worry about nothing after he's gone, right? It's us, the living, that worry about the dead.
Yep.
So while they're alive, let's make sure they have what they need to make the worry less for us when they're dead. Thank you so much. Anything
Who do
else
you
before
know?
you go?
As I said, Wayne, who do you know that would benefit from a conversation? It's no obligation, it's free. A conversation.
Yeah. That's right. And again, pick up the phone. 678-973-5234. 678-973-5234. Ask for Peter. And Peter, Parachute Pete, will guide you through the process on how you can secure some final expense. Let me take this opportunity to wish you all the best for the holiday season in case we don't talk, sir.
Thanks you.
Thanks again for spending time with us on the Wayne Hall Show.
It's a pleasure. This is the platform.
Yes, sir. Thank
right.
you.
And if I can squeeze in that Clarendon College just won the Oliver Shield. That's my high school.
All right. I like Clarendon College. I hung out at Clarendon College when I played for Galaxy FC. You know, it's just right up the road. We used to go up there to run the hills.
Football days.
Yes, soccer days, the good old soccer days. So I've hung out at CC. So I have a little thing for CC. Congrats. Did they beat Charlemont this year?
I don't think they played Charlemont but they only lost one match, and that was in the Champions Cup. They lost 4-2 to KC, but they won the Oliver Shield as well as the DeCosta Cup.
Wow.
All
You go,
teams-
CC. Last year it was Dinthil and Charlemont doing some things. Well, congratulations there. And who's your pick for the World Cup?
World Cup, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to go French. Parlez-vous français? I'm going to go France.
All right. I tell you what. I love France. There would be, every time I pick World Cup teams, I say Brazil and the Netherlands. And if I had a third choice, it would be France. But I'd like to see, since he made it, I'm not very fond of Argentina. I'm more of a French fan. But I have some sentiments for Messi and what he's accomplished. And I think this would be a fitting crowning moment. So I'm going with sentiments against the team that I think is against strategy right here. So I'm going with sentiments and say Messi over France. But let's see how it plays out on the pitch. Thank you, Peter James.
Thank you so much, guys, for allowing me to be on your platform again. And thanks to the listeners for tuning in to the Wayne Hall Show.
Have a good evening.
Celebrate Christmas 2022 in fine style at the Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party, an all-inclusive dinner and dance affair. Saturday, December 17 at the fabulous Grand Palais Banquet Hall, 3540 Club Drive, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30044. Doors open at 8 p.m. Dinner at 10. Live performance from the legendary Lukey D.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
Backed by the SWAT Band, Bugsy Bam Bam, DJ Carlton, and DJ Cold Rice on the ones and twos. Admission 60. Sound by First Love. Catering by Jay's Caribbean Cuisine. Tickets at MikeySparkleOnline.com. Park proceeds to the United Friends of Highgate St. Mary. December 17. Grand Palais Banquet Hall. The Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party 2022. Have a sparkling Christmas. Don't miss it. A Mikey Sparkle production.
Yes, indeed. Have a sparkling Christmas, courtesy of Mikey Sparkle. events. And again, I want to shout out everybody who's checked out the Wayne Hall Show this evening. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to follow us at Wayne Hall Show on Facebook. All right. And also catch us on Linkage Radio 101.7, 104.5, HypeFM, Clark TV Network, Viscosity Blend, Island Worldwide, Reggae Vibes Radio, Yardflow TV, Energy Radio 1, You Choose Radio, Fresh FM Radio, Mixcloud, Restream, YouTube, IG, thewayneallshow.com, and Facebook. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you that I'm having my 10th anniversary, and that's taking place, on March 25th of 2023. Definitely going to be one of the events to have on your calendar. You can purchase your tickets from now at thewayneallshow.com. Excuse me. That's right. Go to thewayneallshow.com and check us out there. All right. And that you won't regret. I'm promising you, I'm guaranteeing you an awesome night on the Wayne Hall 10th anniversary event. It's at Legomere in Lawrenceville. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. I want to say big up to Rollin, John, man. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, next week we're going to have a Christmas edition of the Wayne Hall Show. All right? So next week, Wednesday night, we're going carol, Christmas songs, reggae, whatever you like. And if push comes to shove, we go on over to Mixcloud where nobody can shut us down or will shut us down and have the party over there. But we're going to have a Christmas party one way or the other next week. Don't forget YouTube also. As a matter of fact, please go to YouTube and follow at Wayne Hall Show. Because I'm on YouTube every week. And sometimes, you know what Facebook does. If I play a song, like I'm playing the Bunny Wailer right now, last week they pretty much shut down a bunch of my audience. So, you know what? We have Mixcloud, we have YouTube. And those sites, you can come on there, see me, you can chat to, we can talk, just like we do on Facebook Live. So we're not going to be restricted, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a Christmas party next week, Wednesday night, on the Wayne Hall Show. All right? So I'm here sparking more trouble with the Keith Cole Bunny Wailer song. But I tell you what, someone said it was Bunny Wailer, but it was Keith Cole that I was playing. All right. Yes, indeed. I want to shout out CB Grant. Welcome. Good to see you. All right. Violet, good to see you. All right. Let's see anyone else who joined us on the live. All right. Let's see. Carmen Williams, good evening and welcome. Delise Hudson. Yes, Delise says, shout out to singer Irie. Araga Endris, welcome. Yeah, man. Good night, Delise. I see you. Welcome. Good to have you. Malcolm Dale, Maxine Osborne Foster, PICA will be at Exchange Park, Recreation Center in Decatur. Thank you, Reverend Dr. Maxine Osborne Foster. Dania Goldburn, welcome. Good to see you. All right. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, let's do this, all right? So, I got a couple more I can squeeze in before I get out of here, including this rhythm right here. All right, there we go.
Loneliness, please leave me alone. Desiree, please come back home. You have the love, you know I want to lose you now. You know I can't. You have the love, you know I want to lose you now. You know I can't. She left a note saying she'll be back real soon. Now I'm here counting the stars and gazing at the moon. Such a lonely night, I need some company. I'm so lonely, I need you desperately. I send messages, it fell on deaf ears. Now I'm a spectacle of laughter and tears. You have the love, you know I want to lose you now. You know I can't. You have the love, you know I want to lose you now. You know I can't. It takes a real man to say he's sorry.
alongside us, Steve Tolo. Into Devare and Shanice.
What you make it out to be. And destiny is calling out to me. Well, we are gonna make mistakes.
You are listening to
Just a little gratitude,
show,
you know?
where information meets music.
Life is what you make it out to be.
You're welcome, Violet. You take care.
Calling out
Catch you next week for the Christmas party.
you're gonna make mistakes, but don't you stay in that place. 'Cause life is what you make it out to be.
Taking the moment of each day, a special moment to be kind, really takes no effort at all. In fact, it helps to relieve the mind.
I'll find a way out of this maze and keep my head above the
Snapper Chef, welcome. How you doing, brother?
true vine will take us to a better place. The sunset's not the end of the race.
I will be live next week, Violet. Come on now, we're gonna have a party.
The Sunday night,
Christmas party next week, December 21st.
amidst the joy we have the pain. Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win, sometimes we fall. But to rise again, that's the beauty of it all. When there is love, peace will thrive. Give I justice like the bees gives to the hive. War is ugly, bloodshed and misery, nothing but pain and loss of life.
Life is what you make it out to be.
Want to say good night to Rollin John.
Destiny is calling out.
Always good to see you, my brother.
Well, we are gonna make mistakes, but don't you
All right, we're gonna change the pace a little bit right now, and we're gonna get out of here with this song. But before we tell you, we go. It's the Essence of Life Rhythm, Steve Tullo, followed by Devare and Shanice, produced by Sky what? All right, that's right. And Sky Voice, okay? Sky Voice rhythm right there. So let's get out of here with a little energy tonight, brought to you courtesy of Singer Hyrie with all the fans up there in New Jersey. Hear this.
Pastor, I'm having a problem with my man. He's not giving me no satisfaction. Me don't want laughing, so please tell me, what should I do?
If you know Pastor, please tell her. There's a couple living in my complex. Never happy, they always vex. More time they quarrel like all night long. So me say what the heck is wrong. So me call, mix up Susan. Tell her to do some investigation. She said when she put her ears to the door, this is what she heard from the woman. She was higher, higher. Put on the tune!
That's right. Want to say thank you to everyone on Linkage Radio, HypeFM, Clark TV Network, Viscosity Blend, Island Worldwide, Reggae Vibes Radio, Yard Flow, You Choose Radio, Fresh FM, Mixcloud, Restream, YouTube, IG. I'm going to be back next week with more right here. Same time, same place, same blazing stations. But for now, let's enjoy some more Singer Hyrie.
With my man, he's not giving me no satisfaction. Me don't want laughing, so please tell me, what should I do?
If you know Pastor, please tell her. There's a couple living in my complex. Never happy, they always vex. More time they quarrel like all night long. So me say what the heck is wrong. So me call, mix up Susan.
What we say?
There's a couple in my complex.
Oh Lord.
Never happy, them always vex.
See ya now.
Like them quarreling like all night.
Good night, Malcolm. Good morning, Malcolm. Thank you for listening, man. Appreciate you.
So me call, mix up Susan. Tell her to do some investigation. She said when she put her ears to the door, this is what she heard from the woman. She want fire, fire, fire. She said would they have, but she not get no fire. She said fire, fire, fire. What the use of wood without fire?
Sing now.
She said fire, fire, fire. She want more fire. She said fire, fire, fire. Look like a next book cutter, she happy no fire. Them woman ya no easier red peas. You can't do the work, you get on without cheese. Them woman ya no easier plate cloth. From you now walk them good, them a go talk. Them woman ya no easier red peas. Can't do the work, you get on without cheese. Them woman ya no easier plate cloth. From you can't do the work, good, them a go talk. She said it's one of the reason why she left shot good. She said the work, no. She said the work never good.
Got to shout out Janice O'Shea. Hello, Janice.
Long John, no, she end up down a long pond. But she have a serious problem on her hand. She said the two of them don't make one.
Hey!
She said fire, fire, fire. She said she want more wood in her fire. She said fire, 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 fire. What the use of wood if you can't play on fire? She said fire, fire, fire. She
The setting is extremely important.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, meets music, meets music, meets music.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place, same blazing station. Wayne Hall saying, until then, see ya.
Pastor, I'm having a problem with my man. He's not giving me no satisfaction. I don't want to laugh him, so please tell me, what should I do?
If you know Pastor, please tell her. There's a couple living in my complex. Never happy, them always vex. More time them quarreling like all night long. So me say what the heck is wrong. So me call, mix up Susan. Tell her to do some investigation. She said when she put her ears to the door, this is what she heard from the woman. She want fire, fire, fire. She said would they have, but she not get no fire. She said fire, fire, fire. What the use of wood without fire? She said fire, fire, fire.